We often spend over 30 minutes every day in our bathrooms, so it makes sense to create a haven where you can relax and rejuvenate. I've found a bathroom that is in desperate need of a rejuvenation, so I've called Adam in to give me a hand.
Wow, this definitely needs an update. It almost didn't fit through the door.
Yes.
Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Not ideal, is it? It's a very, very cramped space. And the couple that live here have said they no longer need the bath, but they would love a more modern walk-in shower.
Oh, that's fantastic, because it will really open this space up, because at the moment it just feels like things are just placed everywhere. And not only that, this floor, it's literally going downhill.
It is. I walked in here before and I was a bit like...
I thought we had a big night. All right, so what are we doing first? Clearing it out?
Let's do the demo. We've got to get everything out of here.
Let's get into it. Think we can do better than this.
Got it.
Nice. Jet, you want the bad news? Our workload's just doubled because it's tile on tile. So that means we've got double the amount of tiles to rip out.
Get to work then.
Yeah,
Go on.
there you go. Keep going, stop talking. With the hard work done, sorry guys, Juliet and I can get down to the serious planning of the new bathroom. And remember, planning a bathroom to the millimetre is key.
It's a tiny space and the homeowners want a walk-in shower. So let's get the toilet where it is.
And some outward opening bifold doors will fix the door situation.
Great idea. Let's put some storage here and the vanity here and the shower against this wall.
To protect the window frame, let's put a bench seat against that wall.
Let's head to Bunnings. I've got a lift. In terms of longevity for the styling, I'm choosing tiles that are modern in shape, like this stunning contemporary mosaic tile, but neutral in tone. So this will be a feature on the wall. And then for the floor, I've seen these gorgeous terracotta-looking tiles, which have the most beautiful finish on them. I wish you could feel them. And this one as another wall tile, which looks almost handmade. And then all three of these together with our brass tap will be stunning. So I reckon maybe something like that one there.
For the waterproof, we're just going a rapid set. That way, it keeps the process moving along. And one thing you don't want to forget is you always need to put primer down before you put the waterproof. Let's go.
I got that tunnel vision like I'm on a mission, and you know I'm ready to move. You got that ammunition, there's just something different about the way we're tripping the fuse.
Well, this is an improvement. I don't feel like I'm going to fall over in here anymore. The walls are all straight, the floor is even. It's a good start.
It is looking fantastic, and it's just so much more room, and it's so much brighter. I mean, the guys have been busy here. They've put down a new floor, and they've battened out these walls. They've got the cladding up. Everything feels plumb and square. Then they've put some waterproof down, and then the screen. So that means that all the falls are correct, which means we're almost ready for tile.
That's right, and you can really see now that our design is going to work beautifully in here.
To make this bench seat, I'm just using some 70 by 45 treated pine. I've got everything cut so it's ready to screw together. I'm pre-drilling all my holes and we're making it a simple ladder frame. So we'll have two sides with our timbers going in between and just using some bugle screws to hold everything together. Beautiful. Now I just need to go put it in place. With it in place now, we can just fix it off, and then we'll use this cement sheet to finish cladding it on the top and the side, and then we'll waterproof the whole lot again.
Exactly, and I thought we'd embellish the top with a feature tile so it ties in with the other tiles in the room, and then a beautiful brass trim along the front.
It's going to be great. I can just picture myself sitting there relaxing.
Don't get too comfortable, it's not your bathroom.
True. When you're setting the seat up, you want to make sure that the height is around 4 to 450 mil off your finished floor. That's a nice, comfortable height to sit at. And now, because we're in a shower, you want to make sure that this seat isn't level. It's got a little bit of fall on it. That way, when the water comes down, it hits it, it runs off and goes down into the waste. Good time, let's see if they fit.
And they do. He's a professional, ladies and gentlemen. How beautiful are these tiles, though? Do you love them?
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous.
They're my favourite. They're going to be a feature in here. We're also doing them in another part of the bathroom, and they're a modern version of a mosaic.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad the tiler's laying them and not me.
He's on his way, actually, so...
I better hurry up and get this waterproofing finished.
Earlier, Juliet and I and the team stripped this tiny old bathroom back to a shell, and now we're bringing it back to life. The tilers are on their way, so I need to get this bench seat finished ASAP. When it comes to waterproofing in a bathroom, it's something you don't want to get wrong, and in some states it isn't a DIY job, so you may need to hire a professional.
How good is this seat looking?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And we've got the tiles here now.
Beautiful.
So for the floor, there's a few options for the way that we lay them. And this is a brick pattern.
Yep.
This is a stack bond, but I thought in here, this gorgeous herringbone would work the best. It's traditional, but it's also really on trend at the moment.
Gorgeous tiles, and I love that feel of it. It's
Yeah.
just got a ripple through it, doesn't it?
They're ceramic, but they look like traditional terracotta tiles.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they match really well with our feature tile. They pick up on that gorgeous earthy tone in there.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And what about the walls?
So for the walls, I thought these ones, which also have that sort of natural feel to them, they're like a traditional Moroccan Zeliga tile, which has a glazed finish and kind of an irregular top like that. They look handmade, but actually they're not. They're much cheaper than handmade tiles.
That is great. And the tile is here, so
That's
that
it.
means it's
Ready to go.
magic's ready to happen. All right, Jet. Now, I know you want me to make some kind of cabinet, but what are we after?
Well, every bathroom needs storage for things like this,
Yes.
especially this bathroom we're working on because it's pretty small.
Very true. Storage is king.
That's right. So I was hoping you could make a cabinet for that little cavity as you walk in on the left in the bathroom.
Yeah, the little alcove area.
That's it, yeah.
Cool, no worries. Well, I'll take some measurements and I can custom make something. I've picked up this dress pine. It's cheap to get and it's easy to work with.
Did I mention I'd also want some shelves
Oh, here we
above
go.
it?
That's enough. Jeepers.
I'll see you later. A few days.
No worries, that's it. To make this cabinet, I'm keeping it super simple. So I've got this 184 dress pine that I'll be using to make the box. First thing I want to do is cut everything to size. With everything cut, we can now see what I was talking about. We're going to make the big box, then I've got this one at the back that allows us to put the screws in to mount it to the wall, and then the shelves will be evenly spaced. I'm just going to be using a pin gun and glue to hold it together, and then go through with screws to strengthen everything up.
These steady hands will hold you up. The walls they build will turn to dust. Not to figure out how to burn it down. 'Cause forever starting now. Not to figure out how to burn it down. 'Cause forever starting here and now.
The tiler left lots of offcuts of this beautiful stone and I didn't want to see it go to waste. So Adam has waterproofed a piece of villa board for me that's going to sit on the top of the cabinet in the bathroom. And all I've done is just placed the offcuts on the top and now I just need to grout it.
Oh, yes. I am loving these tiles. They work so well together. The colours are great. The textures, it's amazing.
Yeah, and the tones work really well, and part of that is the grout colours we've chosen.
Yep.
So we've done white with the white tiles on the wall, that's fairly standard, but then we chose this lovely light grey for the stone feature wall, because that means that all those beautiful colours in the stone come out and you can see them. And then on the floor, we did a grey as well, and that means we see this gorgeous herringbone pattern that really pops. We could have matched it, but we would have lost the pattern,
Yeah,
or we could have gone with something that's really popular at the moment, which is a contrasting grout.
Yeah, no, I think it all looks fantastic. But there is a few things missing to make this into a bathroom, and that's the fixtures.
Yeah, very important aspect, yes.
So I reckon that's what we get onto.
So what could be better than living to be masterpiece?
Well, that looks good, but I think it's going to look a bit better with this on the top.
Oh, yes.
Magic sound. There's the sky, a sunset blue. To live out loud.
With the fixtures in place, now we can see how good this bathroom really flows. We've got our toilet here. We've got plenty of room at the vanity to be brushing our teeth, having a shave, doing what we do. And then over this side, well, these are heated towel rails. How cool do they look? And they're right next to the shower, so you can have them hang in there, walk into the shower, walk out of the shower. Everything flows perfectly. But what I really love is this feature wall and how it just wraps down onto this little counter here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Adam and the team have done a brilliant job installing all the fixtures, and now all I have to do is work on the finishing touches.
Help me ride the wave, ride up like an eagle, eagle, high above the day, the right kind of people, it's all about the change. So
Brass is one of the most popular metals in interiors at the moment, and with good reason. It adds a real sense of warmth to an interior scheme. These look absolutely stunning in here, and they are certainly bringing the room to life. This storage cabinet really makes the most of this narrow alcove. These beautiful feature tiles are mimicked over on the bench seat in the shower, and the cabinet itself is mirrored by the vanity, giving us a really cohesive look in here. This mirror, along with the light, adds to the room's overall brightness, which obviously helps when you're doing something like putting makeup on or shaving, but it also gives the room a great sense of style. Adam was quite right when he said placing a shower by a timber window frame isn't good practice, but I have come up with the perfect solution, which is Perspex panels, which will hang in front of the window. But I'm not leaving them just like that. I'm using a gorgeous pattern, which has been printed onto vinyl, to go over the top. This process is just like applying contact to a school book. So I've had this beautiful pattern printed onto transparent vinyl, and then it has adhesive already on the back, but I'm using some detergent in water, spraying that onto the acrylic panel. I'm also spraying it straight onto the vinyl, and what that does is help us to move the pattern around and position it perfectly. Then you just take a squeegee, and from the centre, you just want to pull slowly outwards until all of those air bubbles and water have gone.
Can't you read between the lines? Don't you see the signs? Right now is the right time. She's been screaming without speaking.
As a second measure, we've framed the window in stone so that if a small amount of water does get behind the screen, it's not going to be an issue at all. And now I just have to put the other ones up. When it comes to styling, the bathroom is often the very last thing on the to-do list, but it's generally the first room we go to in the morning and the last one at night before we go to bed, so it pays to make it beautiful. And I like to think of what you'd find in luxury, high-end hotel bathrooms, and that is gorgeous towels in coordinating colours just like this. And then you'll want a pretty canister for your hand wash, and maybe an object from nature like this beautiful clamshell.
Come with me for a little time out.
happy with how this bathroom has turned out. It used to be a really pokey and awkward space, and look at it now. It's light and airy and modern. Overall, it is a beautiful space that I'm sure the homeowners will be able to relax and unwind in.